Jade, we are both pretty frugal people, I would like to say.
This is true, George.
And a lot of people are struggling right now with inflation and the economy, and there's too much month at the end of their money. So I thought it would be fun if we gave our listeners, our viewers, some inflation hacks, per se.
I love it.
And when
Let's
I say
do it.
hacks, they all take work, and so there's no true, life hack. Here's some sacrifices you can make to find some margin, create some margin in your budget every single month so that you can accomplish your money goals.
Most of them are pretty simple changes, though, if we really look at this list, George. Let's get into it.
Yeah, so let's start with groceries, because that seems to be on everyone's mind right now. None of these will blow your mind, but knowing when to buy in bulk. So you can ask yourself a few questions. Can I eat it before it goes bad? Because if you buy in bulk and it all goes bad, you wasted a whole bunch of money. Is the price per ounce cheaper? Most people are not doing the math. A lot of times it's actually on the label. It will show you the per ounce price. And so just because you got it at the wholesale club doesn't always mean it's cheaper than at your local grocery store.
That's true. I made that mistake with jelly.
And here's a big question asked. Do I have room to store all of this mucilix? So much mucilix.
Oh, don't do it.
So
don't
storage
make that
can be a problem if you don't have a lot of space. And then obviously, will I actually use this? So there's some, of course, choosing generic brands. That's a tough one for a lot of people.
I don't know why.
Married to their brand name.
They're made in the same factory, people.
It's just marketing.
It's literally just a different label on it. Tell your brain that next time you go to the store, because it's true.
Yeah, the acetaminophen versus the Tylenol, it's the same thing.
Same
made on the
darn
same
thing.
line.
Yep. And I love this one, George. Eat less meat.
That's a big one for you.
That's coming from me. Y'all know I'm the resident
you
vegetarian. I'm the resident
of meat-eating Americans when you say stuff like
It's
that.
not look, I'm not telling them to go hungry. I'm telling them to eat a different form of protein. And a lot of times you're getting the same amount of protein per ounce. Or
I just
very
feel
close
like
to it.
Tofu infringes on my rights as an American.
George, you come to the house tonight. I will prepare you the best tofu you've ever had in your life. And you will rave and you will go in the streets and rip your shirt off and tell these people how great
that's not the sight America needs right now. Unbelievable. Another thing you can do, switch up the grocery store. A lot of you, you're stuck. I go to this grocery store, but I'm telling you, Christina Ellis is doing her no spend challenge.
Yeah.
She's been shopping at Aldi, and I am just shocked at how much she can stretch those dollars.
She's spending under $100 a week
for a family of 4.
Family of 4.
So don't tell me it can't be done.
It can be done.
Shopping online can be helpful if you're one of those compulsive, going by the snack aisle type shoppers.
That's me.
So ordering in the app for pickup and maybe having an accountability partner to look over what you are ordering.
Be careful though, because sometimes in those apps they do add premiums. I know the Publix apps, the Publix app trips. I'm letting you know. I would much rather do that with some of the other apps that don't add as much of a premium.
That's good. And of course, meal plan. Jade, you're amazing at this. I know it's work. People are like, meal plan? That's like CrossFit. This is too much work.
It's work on the front end. What you need to do is get a list of start out by writing out all the meals you love, all your family favorites. Then you can come on websites or social medias like mine and get, some other ideas. And then after that, it's just about plug and play. The hardest part is writing out and really getting that kind of list of all the things that you like to eat, separating it out, but we've got you covered.
Well, now you can just Google and YouTube all this stuff.
You
don't have to invent it from scratch.
No, you don't, but
there you go.
People eat the same thing over and over. They get bored.
And we don't need to talk about eating out because the best hack for inflation is just to not eat out if you don't have to.
Please.
And if you are like, I don't have enough money at the end of the month, one of the easiest ways to make money back into your life is by not eating out. It is astronomically expensive these days.
And okay, that's a good point, George. But even for folks, let's say you're in baby step 3 and you're doing, you're past that baby step 2 phase, but you're still like, man, this inflation, and you're going to restaurants every now and then. Can you pick it up instead of dining in?
Yes.
You can avoid the tip. And here's my favorite tip for folks who are still going to restaurants but trying to save. Leave your kids at home.
That's big.
Don't bring those kids.
But then you got to hire a babysitter. You got to offset the cost now.
George, I would rather pay for childcare than to pay $14 for whatever their food was and it ends up on the floor.
Ooh.
And I'm talking about times 2 because I got 2 kids.
Warshaw kids, she's coming for you. All right, let's move on to housing and utility. Saving on your electric bill. There's a lot of things you can do here. Number 1, replace those air filters. They're probably crispy and nasty, and it's time anyways.
That's right.
Your air filter, your HVAC is having to work so hard. It's working overtime because of those nasty filters. Only run appliances when they're full. That means being a little more strategic, a little more patient. Turn off the dang lights when you're not using them.
Yeah.
And if my dad is listening, he's like, yes.
I want to know how much does it really save? Because I grew up on that. Turn the light off.
It adds up.
Cut that light off.
And washing your clothes in cold water. I was just watching someone who's an appliance pro, and they were like, washing in cold water with today's detergents, it's going to clean it just as well as your warm or hot water.
Yes, it does. That's a great one.
So you can save money there. Water bills. Take quicker showers. Notice I didn't say fewer. I said quicker. Some of y'all,
need to
you're
get
hanging
clean.
out like it's a hot tub in there. Get what you need to
George,
get done and get out.
Why are you coming at me this hour? Why are you coming at me?
Well, I think this is a woman problem. Now, some guys probably take super long showers,
Man, I take the long hot shower until the skin comes off. Ooh. I'm just burning myself in there.
Don't run the dishwasher or laundry until the machine is full. That's another good one. Turn off the tap when you brush your teeth. I'm guilty of that one. When you're shaving, washing your hair, turn off the tap. Don't just let it run for fun.
That is very good.
We live in a society, people. Act like it. And then you can install a low-flow shower head. So people get upset about this one.
This is taking it too far.
Well, some of those shower heads, I mean, just the pressure coming out of those things will take your skin off. So I'm just saying, all of it helps. Rent, this is a tough one, right? People are going, well, my rent's so expensive. If you're single, it may be time to get a roommate and cut it in half. If you're married, some married couples are like, we got an extra room. We're going to use this to make money.
We did it. When we were in baby step 2, our rent was $1,200 a month, and we, as married people, got roommates who were other married people, and we did it for a year and saved $600 a month.
That's a life hack right there. And then you can also look into a lease that's longer than a year. If you know you're going to be somewhere for a while, you can sign up for a longer lease, which can lower your rent, which is great. Very good. Here's a life hack. Move out and find somewhere cheaper to live. It exists. And you may not want to do it, but that's one way to lower your cost there. Transportation is another one that has gotten real expensive. And so things like combining your errands, there are gas reward programs out there that are free that can save you a few cents on the dollar. Mm-hmm. You probably have all the crap in your car that may be weighing down your car.
That's true.
And that can help with your fuel economy. And cruise control. Aggressively speeding and braking on the highway, that can lower your gas mileage from 50 cents to $2 a gallon.
Yeah.
$2.
That's true. I remember my dad used to tell me, take the highway because it's less stop and go and you'll save on gas.
Dads. Way to go, dads.
Way to go, Dad.
They were the first frugal folks out there. I love it.
He was the one that said, cut the light off.
And now let's end with some lifestyle savings hacks. And the biggest one is subscriptions. We live in the subscription economy, and they all add up, and everyone wants to nickel and dime you for their thing.
Prime has gotten, I love me some Prime, but they've gotten out of control with this price.
So let's just say you cut, Netflix is now $16 a month. Spotify's $10 a month.
Yep,
YouTube Premium is $12 a month. Hulu without the ads is $13 a month. That's $50 a month just on TV shows and music. And I can't keep up with the amount of content on there.
No. If you have enough, can I just say this? I'm about to harp on. And I'm talking to myself too. If you have all these subscriptions and you're watching that much TV, we need to find something else to do with our time. And I'm saying we an hour because I'm in it too.
Well, what's amazing is you cut all the subscriptions because you got a part-time job now because you're trying to get out of debt.
Yeah.
And you don't miss it.
No.
You're too busy for that.
You're too busy working.
And that's $600 a year that you can throw at debt. You can afford your groceries, all of that kind of stuff, and extra time you'll have when you're watching. I don't know what the cool shows are. Emily in Paris. I don't know what's cool these days.
It sounds like you watch Emily in Paris, George. How else did you
know
about it?
My wife does. It happened to be on, and I was in the room. The other lifestyle one's clothing. Don't buy clothing unless it's an actual need.
We have
so many clothes in America today. Your closet is just full of crap that you once thought was going to be cute.
Yeah.
And now it's still got tags on.
And there's really cool ways that you can do those clothing exchanges too. Like if you have something and you paid a little bit of money for it, you can go on one of those exchanges, sell it, and then maybe take the money and either put it towards debt or buy something else. So it's more of an exchange.
Yes. And lastly, make coffee at home. I know it's one of those tried and true. Well, what's the $5? Oh, it saves you big. It
adds up. And it tastes better, George, because you get it right every time.
That's right. And you can make your own little frothy lattes at home, and it's $14 cheaper than Starbucks. And no more gas station runs. That is keeping y'all broke every day. I'm going to stop in, get my little snack, get my little drink. That's how they're making their money right there.
And it's putting the pounds on, too.
Boom.
Don't sleep on it.
Good hacks. Thanks, Jade.